When I first got my diagnosis of melanoma, this was going to be my sun strategy. There was no way that I was going to let myself get too much exposure. But fortunately for everyone, I discovered some great products to use in the sun. And I wanted to share what my favorites are today. So I'm doing a video blog today just to change things up a little bit. And I'm going to share with you my favorite sun care products. There's a couple of reasons why this is important. Obviously, the conversation around skin cancer and protecting yourself from overexposure to the sun. But another reason, which is a little known reason, is I'm a chiropractor. And as a chiropractor that focuses on the health of the nervous system, the chemicals that we expose ourselves to are really important for the effect that they have and the stress that they can put on the nervous system. So I am somebody that pays a lot of attention to the chemicals that I use. So sunscreens have the potential to have a lot of chemicals in them. So for myself and my family, I choose chemical-free natural sunscreens. So all the products that I'm going to share with you today are natural products. And I'm going to start out with my favorite moisturizer with SPF, and this is a product that I would put on in the mornings before I go to work in the chance that I might be walking to work and being exposed to the sun, or maybe I'm going to pop out at lunch or something like that. So through trial and error, I found a brand called Eminence Organics. So this line of products is all organic. It is sold online and at various spas. And I'm new to Peterborough, but I checked it out, and they're actually selling this at a spa in Lakefield called Sunshriners Day Spa. So what I love about this product is it goes on like a moisturizer, and it has SPF 32 and it smells awesome. So this one is tropical vanilla. And so I put a little bit of this on each morning in the summer, and then I don't have to worry during the day. And this is about $69. So it's an expensive product, but well worth it, and it has lasted me actually a couple of years. So that's my favorite day-to-day moisturizer SPF. For myself, if I'm going out, if I know I'm going to be out in the sun at my cottage, a product I found last summer actually is called Beauty Counter Counter Sun. So this is a sunscreen lotion. It's a mineral sunscreen lotion, SPF 30, and what I like about it is it goes on really smooth. So if you've had experience with mineral sunscreens, they can be really hard to rub in. And that can actually lead to less sunscreen protection if you don't get a good even distribution. And with this sunscreen, there's no issue with that. So I really like that. I also really like the smell of this one. And this one can be purchased. Beauty Counter is an up-and-coming company that sells all natural makeup and sun products, but this has to actually be ordered through the US. Again, it's a little bit more expensive, but given my history, I'm willing to pay more, and it has lasted quite a while as well. And they also have this really cool product, which is a sun stick. And I'm finding this really handy right now. I'm doing a lot of cycling, and I like to put this in my cycling jersey, and you just rub it on your face. So it's great when you're in a hurry, and you can really get into all the nooks and crannies without getting your hands dirty. And like I said, it's really portable, so it can go in your purse, it can go in your bike jersey, in a backpack, whatever. Obviously, these products, I wouldn't use the Eminence on my kids, but these Beauty Counter products can be used on the kids as well. And the sun stick's nice because I find that the kids don't really love me rubbing the sunscreen into their faces, and so this is a great way to get it on their face. And just a note about SPF. So I've had this conversation a lot with my dermatologist. What level of SPF should I be aiming for? And basically what he told me is that anything above 15. So for me, 15 feels a little bit too low, so I stick with 30, and I'm not that stressed if it's basically 30 is good for me. I'm not aiming to get the 60 or the 70. There has been some stuff coming out in the news around the high SPFs and them not being necessarily as good for you. So it's really more about how much time you're spending in the sun than the number of the SPF. So I wouldn't go below 15. For me personally, I don't go below 30, but going with the 60s or the 70s it's overkill. It's not necessarily giving you better or more protection. And all of that is a leap from what I used to do growing up, which was put baby oil on and burn myself. So the next product that I wanted to show you is the product that I love the most for the kids. The company is called Green Beaver, and it's a Canadian company, and they offer a spray and as well as a lotion. And I quite like the spray. You need to be careful with sprays, because with sprays it's actually harder to get good distribution. It's easy to miss spots and then you risk burning. But I do find that this spritzer spray does get really good distribution. And this is also a mineral sunscreen, but I find that it really rubs in nicely to the skin. And this bottle is $17. And this one you can buy in health food stores. Increasingly you're seeing it in grocery stores. So I used to shop at Whole Foods and they sell it there, but here in Peterborough you can get it at Joann's, Healthy Planet, as well as Superstore, and I think some kids stores might sell this. And then my last one, which is sort of my, if we're gonna need a lot of sunscreen and we wanna just have a bottle of sunscreen everywhere, I like to keep one in the car, I like to keep one at the cottage, just so that we don't forget and it's easily accessible, is this Alba Botanical. Why I like this is the price point. So this is $9. So compared to the others, it's relatively inexpensive, and it goes on a little bit greasier, but it's great for getting full coverage. It goes on a little bit thinner, and it is fragrance free. The ingredients in it are mostly good on the Environmental Working Group, which is a really great resource. They produce a publication every year on the best sunscreens. It ranks in that sort of mild to moderate category. I'd say the other sunscreens I've shared with you would have a slightly better ranking in the Environmental Working Group, but I think it's good to have one of this type of product in your arsenal where you just need something quick, inexpensive, to lather all over. If the kids are going to be swimming, because you're going to be applying repeatedly, then this is a great one to use. And the nice thing about it too is because it goes on a little bit thinner, it takes a bit longer to rub in, but it's easier to get maximum distribution. So those are my favorite products, and because of those, I can enjoy the sun with my family. Thanks for watching.